6:30 on the radio from Purcell Pavilion. We join us for all the action right here on the Uconn Sports Network, the Varsity Network app, and the VarsityNetwork.com. You're trying to sign footballs, right? We have 97.9 Fox Sports footballs.
What else do you do with, when you're a basketball coach? You sign footballs.
That's right. And they're Nerf footballs like we used to have as kids. Nerf footballs were in the 70s, right? Yeah, you played with Nerf footballs growing up, right?
Yeah.
Of course you did.
With the basket you hang in the back of on the door.
Oh, Nerf basketball. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, every parent's nightmare.
That's right. Because something's going to get broken.
Absolutely.
That's right. Well, Sarah Strong's off to a fabulous start, 8 games in. Back-to-back 20-point games. Big East Player and Rookie of the Week. Third time she's been Rookie of the Week. But all that aside, I saw something that we have yet to see. And that was the last play of the first half. Sarah had the ball, top of the key, between the circles.
Yeah.
You two are going back and forth, when to go, and then she goes and she puts up a 3 ball. Now, the end result, ball goes out of bounds. Then AZ hit the 3 to end the half, but that's something different. Usually it's Paige with the ball in her hands making the play. This time it was Sarah, and I'm sure that's not the last time we're going to see that happen.
Well, I think Paige was on the bench at the time. I'm not sure. I don't know whether I had taken her
possibly
out. Okay. But either way, the best defender on the team was on Paige. And so that means Sarah had someone other than the best defender. So, the guys that are, like Jason's our practice player over there. And they know she's really a handful trying to guard her one-on-one. It's not easy. So I wanted her to just take her man in the lane, and they're either going to have to foul her or they're going to let her score, one or the other. And she looked at me like, what? And I never understood, why a good player would ask their coach, what should I do with the ball? Sveta would have gotten 3 shots up in those 13 seconds. So Maya would have gotten 5 shots up in those 15 seconds. But she's just a young kid who just wants to do the right thing. And that's what's so beautiful about her. She's just an innocent kid who just is trying to fit in. And in the meantime, she just, there isn't a facet of the game that she isn't pretty good at. And her best skill might be her passing ability.
She's got sneaky, quick hands, too.
And she's got great hands. Yeah. She reminds me of Nikisha Sales in that respect. Nikisha might be... We've had a couple players that had great hands when it came to that. Nikisha, Rita Williams, Renee Montgomery, Sarah Strong. They were the ones that, really stood out for me.
Geno, what about her basketball IQ? You haven't had many freshmen that have had the IQ that she has at such a young age.
Yeah, there's been a couple, but it's rare where they see the whole floor and they know where all their teammates are, and more importantly, they know where the defense is. So growing up in a basketball family, I think she was around basketball a lot, and she had a chance to see it live firsthand from the time she was born. And, she's got the right DNA and she's got the right skill set. So she knows the game and she can do things that, a lot of kids can't do. So put all that together and it's a pretty good combination.
Yeah. Ashton State had a nice game coming off the bench right off the bat, 7 points in the first quarter of the 28 you had in the first quarter. And she seems very comfortable, but when she has that pull-up, that elbow, that mid-range, I mean, that's a lost art in this day and age. She's been able to master it pretty well. Yeah,
a lot of coaches, the analytics. It's just, I guess the new way of coaching is you just look at the analytics and you do it. Like in baseball, how many pitches has that guy thrown? All right, get him out. Why? Well, because the numbers say you have to get him out. Meanwhile, the guy's throwing a no-hitter. Well, you got to take him out. That's what it says. And the same thing in basketball. That's a bad shot. And I never understood why a wide-open shot by a really good shooter from 15 feet is a bad shot. So I don't believe in it. And Ash, that's why we recruited her, because she's got a fabulous mid-range game. And I encourage her to do it even more often. I don't think she does it often enough. And it is a lost art. People don't value it anymore as much as before. But we do. And she's terrific at it. And, we're lucky. We've got 2 kids coming off the bench that started 35 games or something like that for us last year. So, I think when we sub and the other team subs, I think we have a huge advantage.
Yeah.
I like to think.
Geno, do you get involved in analytics much?
Do I?
Yeah, with your team?
I like to know what they are. I like to know what the data says. Even in the weight room, with Hootie, there's charts and graphs and all this stuff. Yeah, I want to know what it is. But, we go by the Constitution. One man, one vote. I'm the only man. My vote counts.
What about stuff that you're running this year? Is it any different than last year based on the personnel that you have and the depth that you have?
I don't know that anything's way different. I think we have the ball in the middle of the floor more with Sarah and Ice because I think they're pretty good ball handlers.
Mm-hmm.
We added AZ, which is another good ball handler and another good offensive player. Caitlin Chen is another good ball handler and another, aggressive offensive player. So the pieces are a little bit different, and we haven't changed that much as to what the scheme is, the overall big picture, but there's been a slight adjustment as to, where we want the ball to go more times than not. Let's put it that way, and how we're gonna be able to play, space the floor, and take advantage of that. We have players that are pretty good with the ball and can get to the basket, and so far so good.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, getting to the free throw line is still a task.
Is what?
Getting to the free throw line. We talked about this on the show last week about, you're only making 7 free throws a game, and I think maybe 10 opportunities a game.
I know. They're all doing these photo shoots, so they all got makeup on and nails and lip gloss and all this other crap. So none of them want to get hit. So they avoid contact at all costs. Matter of fact, I think some of them have it in their contract. I'm not sweating. So we're not going to the free throw line very much.
No, that's for sure.
No.
But the team that you're playing Thursday does, and we'll preview the Notre Dame game when we come back. Geno Auriemma, head coach of the Huskies, with us live at the Duncan Music Lounge. You're listening to the Women's Basketball Coaches Show on Learfield.
It's hard.
They're not just the Huskies, they're your
Huskies.
Customize your Wells Fargo debit card.
Again, stick around till the end because we're going to have a grand prize.